The longtime owner of the San Diego and now Los Angeles Chargers is dead.
Alex Spanos passed away today at the age of 95. Our 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins is here with more on a man who really built an empire from scratch.
Yeah, he did. He started by selling bologna sandwiches to farm workers in the San Joaquin Valley, parlayed his early profits to become a giant in the world of apartment construction, and eventually used his fortune to buy the San Diego Chargers in 1984. Alex Spanos leaves behind a mountain of philanthropy in both San Diego and his hometown of Stockton, but a mixed record for his football team, which he saw reach the Super Bowl just once in his 34 years of ownership back in 1994. Still, Spanos owned the Chargers during a period in which National Football League popularity skyrocketed. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell issued a statement. Alex Spanos is an American success story. He was a marvelous friend and partner whose impact on the NFL will never be forgotten. Spanos disappeared from public life a decade ago when he was diagnosed with dementia. He turned control of the Chargers over to his son Dean, who made the decision to move the team to Los Angeles in 2016. Ownership of the team now reportedly passes to Dean and his three siblings, Michael, Alexis, and Dee. Now, this morning I spoke to longtime Union Tribune columnist Nick Canepa, who first met Spanos in 1983. Nick believes that if Alex Spanos had still been making decisions for the Chargers in recent years, the team would have stayed in San Diego rather than moved to Los Angeles. But I guess we'll never know for sure. He was battling pretty severe dementia the last few years.
That's true. Big loss.
Things about him that people maybe never knew. Some of his background.
For sure, yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Never had the opportunity to play any sports because all we did was work. And when all of a sudden the Chargers are for sale and the opportunity was there, boom, I went in there and I bought them.
It is practically routine. Alex Spanos stepping in to help those who need the help. Last winter, more than $1 million for flood victims. Before that, he sends his jet and flight crew to Cambodia to rescue a badly burned Stockton woman. He was in San Francisco to greet Karen Pella when she finally made it home.
Listen, I'm just happy we could go. Not only me, it was a community effort. The whole city of Stockton participated in helping. And I can't be happier.
When did you know you were on to something? When did you know this team was special?
Early on in the season, they picked us to finish last. We came to Pittsburgh figuring we were wasting our time. If you listen to everybody and the way everybody was talking.
Has a man, Martin, touchdown! Oh my!
There's Stan Humphries standing next to Sid Brooks. That's his lucky spot. Let's see if it works.
This is it.
You spread the credit around in this franchise to Bobby Beathard, to Bobby Ross, to Mr. Spanos.
The Chargers will go to the Super Bowl for the first time.
You did it, Bobby. God darn it, Bobby. I'm so happy.
You've had tremendous success with your family, tremendous success with business. How does this rank with all the success you've had in your life?
One of the biggest thrills I've ever had. Knowing for my family, for myself, just to know that, hey, we came to this game and everybody thought we didn't have a chance.
This belongs to all of you. Coach, it belongs to you and to everybody.
I've lost my voice, but try to understand. Once again, I just want to say thanks, fellas. I can't tell you how happy I am today. It pleases me to no end. I've waited 9 years for this. Thanks.
I believe that nothing is impossible, and anyone with a dream can make that dream happen.
One of 6 children born to Greek immigrants living in Stockton, California, Alex Spanos set out early to overcome his humble beginnings through hard work and sheer determination.
My father taught me the paramount importance of work through a very practical method. From the moment we could hold a broom or roll out a donut, he put my brothers and me to work in the family business, the Roma Lunch and Bakery, downtown Stockton. He'd shake us awake at 4 in the morning and we'd put in 3 or 4 hours of hard work before school every single day.
While serving in the Air Corps in Florida, Alex met the love of his life, Faye Papafaklis. They would eventually marry and settle back in Stockton, where Alex worked in his father's diner and bakery for meager wages to support his growing family. When his second child arrived, Alex asked his father for a $35 a week raise, which his dad denied. That was the final straw for Alex and the beginning of his journey toward success. At 27 years old, Alex Spanos left the job at his father's bakery and took a leap of faith. He and Faye secured a loan of $800 to start a catering business, making and selling sandwiches. And Alex's dream began to take shape. Within a decade, he had made enough money to take another major leap of faith by starting a business he knew absolutely nothing about, the construction of apartment buildings. With his incredible work ethic, it wasn't long before the A.G. Spanos Construction Company was one of the leading apartment builders in the nation. With his financial success in place, Alex Spanos began to share that success with the rest of his community. Hospitals, universities, youth sports, migrant worker programs, veterans groups, churches, and schools all were beneficiaries of his incredible generosity. He had a special empathy for those that were in need and those struggling to survive. Stories he read in papers about families facing tough challenges would tug at his heartstrings, and he would reach out.
This is not the first time Alex Spanos has come to the rescue.
It is practically routine, Alex Spanos stepping in to help those who need the help. Last winter, more than $1 million for flood victims. Before that, he sends his jet and flight crew to Cambodia to rescue a badly burned Stockton woman. He was in San Francisco to greet Karen Pella when she finally made it home.
Listen, I'm just happy we could do it. Not only me, it was a community effort. The whole city of Stockton participated in helping. And I can't be happier.
And there isn't anything I wouldn't do for my community.
With each new success, Alex Spanos was challenged to do more and be more.
And one of the reasons I enjoy life so much is that I love a good challenge. And one of those challenges was the purchase of the San Diego Chargers. From the time I was a young man, never had the opportunity to play any sports because all we did was work. And when all of a sudden the Chargers are for sale and I had the money to buy the ball club, and the opportunity was there, boom, I went in there and I bought them.
From the day he took control of the team, Alex Spanos was its most avid fan. He loved getting to know the players and could even be seen on the sidelines celebrating wins with the fans. He approached all aspects of the team's operations with the same passion he had brought to his earlier projects. He also brought his strong sense of community to San Diego, donating to hundreds of local causes and creating the Chargers Community Foundation to assist with larger community needs. In fact, thanks to Alex Spanos' generosity, the Spanos family has long been considered one of the NFL's most philanthropic families. 10 years after purchasing the Chargers, Alex Spanos turned over daily operations to his oldest son, Dean. This allowed him to turn his focus completely to being the team's #1 fan. Today, the Chargers still reflect the same amazing work ethic and sense of pride instilled by Alex Spanos almost 35 years ago.
There aren't very many companies in this country that have their entire family working for them like I do. I'm so fortunate and I'm so lucky.
In 2002, Alex Spanos released his autobiography, Sharing the Wealth. During the book tour, he expressed his beliefs and motivations, sharing his passion for life in hopes that others can also realize their dreams.
You see, we live in a wonderful and wondrous country where opportunities are as rich today as when I started in my business. Dreams still come true. Impossible things still happen. We are a nation of doers and believers. This country has been the magnet for every dreamer who dreamt of changing their lives. My wish for you today is that you find your own doors of opportunity and that you walk through them with confidence and courage, and success will surely come your way.